It's so tiny.
How's it going?
Good.
How good?
Okay-ish.
Okay-ish?
Yeah, we're leaving Miami.
You happy to leave?
No, not really.
Me neither.
But I'm looking forward to meet my sister, my family, my friends, our cats.
But guess what?
What?
It's Throwback Thursday.
Ooh!
We want to talk about our travels, being that we are traveling today. Our first trip that we ever had together was to Naples. We didn't prepare anyway, really. We just went there. Now we're in Naples. And we didn't know how to get to the hotel and how to... we didn't even know where the hotel was. We just know...
It was a very new hotel, so it wasn't even on the map.
Nelly actually speaks Italian, but she doesn't speak the language that they speak in Naples, because that's something else but not Italian. We were able to find a bus that was going to the town we had to go, which is Machinese. The bus was going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And he just stopped in the middle of the highway, opened the door and said Machinese. So we had to get out of the bus on the highway and we had to like walk over it.
What do you remember from that trip?
Going up a volcano in flip-flops.
Yeah, exactly. And also the driving experience. To sum it up, we had a really great time and the food was amazing.
After Naples, our next trip was to London, yes.
Yeah.
So, to continue.
Yeah.
Our second vacation was to London.
Yes, exactly.
What was the most memorable moment for you? You said it yesterday. It was the bed in the hotel was so
Oh yes, it was.
comfortable.
Oh, it was the Hilton Hotel, and they had amazing beds.
Yeah.
And I slept so good. It was. I just wanted to stay at the hotel and sleep.
And what I enjoyed the most was the brunch or breakfast at the Giraffe restaurant.
I still remember that.
And also, you know, like food, like the pub food, fish and chips. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's true.
Now I'm fully aware of the risks of pointing a camera at your face very early in the morning after an 8-hour flight, but we still do have a Throwback Thursday video to complete. So before we board our next flight from Oslo to Helsinki, let's shortly talk about our third vacation, which was to Thailand.
Yeah.
Khao Lak.
Oh my god, that was amazing. I think you came home from a business trip in China, and the next day we flew to Thailand. It was our first big holiday. We had empty beaches, we had the best food, and what I really liked about Thailand is I have never met people who are so friendly and so warm-hearted. They have a very good energy.
So what was the most memorable moment?
That restaurant on the beach of our friend pub who became a friend, because it was just like, it was more or less a shack and his mom was sitting in the kitchen.
For me, I think it was, I mean, also obviously with Pub, our friend from Khao Lak. He came and picked us up in his Jeep, in his truck, just drove us around Khao Lak and showed us like a hidden waterfall that we just had for ourselves, and he took us to a bar that belonged to a friend of his, and that guy played What a Wonderful World, and it sounded like the original. It was so good.
It was so good.
Just him and a guitar. Alright, we gotta get going. Flight is boarding just now.
Okay.
One thing I must say, European and especially Scandinavian airports are much prettier than the American airports.
So much prettier.
Much prettier. So you are going to...
I'm going to sleep.
You're gonna go sleepy. Vacation was New York. We spent New Year's Eve in New York, which I would not recommend to anybody.
No, not a good idea.
But nonetheless, it was a great vacation because it was your first time. Ah, the food's ready. The most memorable thing was...
We fell asleep on New Year's Eve.
With Lady Gaga performing 100 meters away from us.
Yeah, I think it was €50 per night for the Crown Plaza, which is usually 500 per night, thanks to Mike, because he has his
booking trips. So pretty much to the day, 2 months ago we were here getting our coffee before boarding our flight, and now we're doing the same on the way back.
Made it!
Back in Austria. This is just too cold. I want to go back to Miami. Say something that will make me feel warmer.
I love you.
Aww.
Yeah, I wanted to add something for New York. I went to this The Lion King musical.
Yes.
And it was so good.
We're talking about the
Musical?
the musical on Broadway. But the next vacation after that was the juicy one, Miami.
Juicy one? Oh yeah.
Right? After New York was Miami.
I'm not sure.
No, we forgot about one completely.
We went Cape Town and Dubai.
Oh, we gotta still go through so many things. We'll continue this at home. There's so much more to talk about. So guys, as you can see, this is almost as pretty as Miami. Baby, hello, hello.
Hello, Stewie. Hello. Kitties. Hello.
Anyway, as we were saying before, we didn't go to Miami next. Actually, the next vacation was in Dubai. Memorable thing about Dubai, that said at the same time,
Water parks.
The water parks in Dubai are absolutely amazing.
I wanted to go to the beach and he wanted to go to the water park. I said, okay, fine, let's go to the water park.
Pro tip, skip the beach. The water is so warm, it's just not nice. The sand dunes were also awesome.
Oh yeah, that dune bashing. That is something that I didn't think is fun at all.
No, it's
but
amazing.
It was so funny.
It's amazing.
So funny.
So after that we traveled to Miami, and this was one of the most pivotal vacations so far because we absolutely fell in love with Miami. And when we were there, I actually reviewed the footage recently. I heard myself saying in German, actually we should move here. And at that point, we hadn't even thought about moving to Miami yet. So the most memorable moment for me was that, being at the Standard Spa, seeing that footage now where I was saying like, we should move here.
Yeah.
And then we just made it happen. That's what I'm talking about. Just make it happen. The next vacation was to South Africa.
Oh yeah.
All the vacations before that, I was working for a huge corporation, actually one of the biggest companies in this world, Siemens, as a project manager. And every time I was on vacation, the last few days before the end of the vacation, I always had this feeling like, back to work in 2 days. And when we were on vacation in South Africa, I kept having the same emotion because up to like a day before we flew to South Africa, I still was working for Siemens. And then I stopped, and when I came back from the vacation, I wasn't working for Siemens anymore, but I kept having that feeling like, when I get back to work, back to the rat race. And then I kept realizing, but no, wait, hang on. When I get back, it's just me working for myself. There is no company I have to go to. There is no venue where I'm forced to sit in and do some work for other people. And that was just amazing for me. South Africa was just, it's always...
Sorry, our cats are going crazy.
South Africa is always amazing. Every time we go to South Africa, it's amazing. What I liked most was the Kruger Park, actually. That's the most memorable thing for me.
During our night safari, we saw lions directly on the street. Mike was taking pictures of the lion ahead, and I said, "Whoa, what are you doing? I mean, there's a lion straight like next to you." And he turned the camera away and he saw that lion and they had eye contact. And that moment, I felt so much happiness.
I looked at the lion and the lion was really like 3 to 5 foot away from me. He was shocked by me being so close to him, and I was shocked by the lion being so close to him. And we had this moment where we made eye contact, and I was looking the lion straight in the eye and he was looking me in the eye. And then I blinked at him. And within a second, he returned the blink. And that was just so intense. And we had many encounters with lions. Actually, this picture here I'll talk about in another Throwback Thursday video. The one where I'm going to talk about our most amazing pictures and footages that we've made so far.
And what I really enjoyed about South Africa, we did a road trip. We had to talk a lot to each other. Actually, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, we drove 6,000 kilometers in 2 weeks. So then after South Africa, the next vacation was to Thailand again. We flew to Phuket. We didn't like it at all.
No.
Just those 3 or 4 years between the first time we were in Thailand and the second time, it got so much more. I mean, it was already touristy, but not in the place that we were. But Phuket, developed in such a bad way. The Thai culture and heritage just kind of was pushed out, and it was all about schnitzel and pizza and pasta. It was just not so much fun. We went into Koh Samui, where we had a few nice days, but still Koh Samui was like party island and too touristy.
Parents on the beach
drinking whiskey
with the kids next to them.
No,
it was like really party hard.
And it was all clubbing music along the beach and loud and messy. But then we flew on to Koh Phangan, which was more Thai. It felt more like being in Thailand. And then we went on a diving trip from Koh Phangan, and that was just amazing. One of the great moments in my life. The next vacation was in Singapore and Bali. And the most memorable moment for me, not a good one. I got sick. I got a bad ear infection from a water slide. 4 to 5 days in bed with high fever. But Singapore was really nice. Bali was really beautiful. A lot of people wanted to take pictures with us because we're from Europe and we're tall. That's why we're going back to Bali again, because it feels like we haven't experienced Bali fully because I was sick and we didn't get to do a lot of things. The last big vacation that we were on was Lima.
So we just stayed in Lima, where we met our friend Paul, and he showed us around and introduced us to the Peruvian cuisine, which is fantastic. I love Peruvian food. I think we love Peruvian food.
And we drove to Asia Beach, which is a very rich area in Peru. We got to spend some time with Paul's family. They had a beautiful house at the beach. You can see the video right here. Next vacation is Bali and Lombok and Jakarta. which is going to be all combined in one. In another Throwback Thursday video, we're going to talk about our favorite cities that we visited, because now we just counted like the big vacations, and that's something for its own video.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm going to close this vlog, edit my video, and spend some time with the kitty catties here.
Look at this kitty. Oh,
The
he
lion.
missed us so
The
much.
Lion King.
Say hello.
My oldest kitty.
Aw.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget our huge holiday giveaway happening right now. For details, check out this video. Be subscribed to the villas and to Making It Happen, and comment on all our videos. See you next time.
Yes!
Yes!
This is not part of the gifts. This is not part of the gifts.